Talk about insanity. I saw a video clip, I think it was yesterday. It was this crazed bastard who is the governor of Florida, Ron DeSantis. What's with this guy? He was standing in front of, I don't know, 7 or 8 white women. They all look like real Karens, if you know what I mean. They're all standing there. They all look like cookie cutter suburban housewives. And no offense to suburban housewives, just offense to suburban housewives who would stand behind Ron DeSantis and do what they did, which I'm about to tell you. DeSantis was standing there addressing, I don't know, a press briefing or something. And one of the last things he said, and I'm paraphrasing, is there will be no mask mandates at all. At which point, this clutch of white women applauded and cheered and grinned and smiled. And you could hear off camera more white people grinning and cheering and applauding. Yay, that's our governor. Don't take any action to defend the lives of our children. Fuck no. Let's celebrate this mad son of a bitch standing in front of us. Thank you, Ron DeSantis. Oh my God. What inspires that kind of behavior from people? Applauding and cheering and guffawing and high-fiving and backslapping and fist bumping and all this shit because a psychotic son of a bitch like Ron DeSantis says there will be no mask mandates in the public schools this year. Nuh-uh. Those are your children, bitches. You don't get that? He's talking about interfering in the protection of your children's lives. Bitches, you don't get that? Or are you so far gone in your Karenish, materialistic, capitalist-based, Trump-loving Ron DeSantis bullshit that you applaud the possibility of your own child's death? Yes, you are. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. It's hard for me to handle that. So yesterday, a lot of the public schools opened in Florida counties. And to add insult to his fucking insanity, DeSantis now threatens to stop paying superintendents and school board members who defy his executive order that bans classroom mask mandates. This guy is sick. This is a child killer. Do we wait until children die? At which point Ron DeSantis would never be held responsible. In a statement yesterday when the white women all cheered, this crazy bastard said district-level officials who implement COVID-19 policies that require masks for students would be subject to what he called, quote, financial consequences, end quote. Statement came from this crazy bastard's office to CBS Miami and other news outlets. And according to the Washington Post, it said in part, quote, for example, the State Board of Education could move to withhold the salary of the district superintendent or school board members as a narrowly tailored means to address the decision makers who led to the violation of law, end quote. Why doesn't he put in there, we don't give a fuck about your children. We're Christian fascists. Once your children stop being a zygote, it stops being a cluster of cells, a neuroblastoma. No, that's something else. Once your child is real, fuck them. We're Christian fascists, man. Come on. Wow. In North Carolina, parents in Buncombe County made an effort to overthrow the school board after the members of that school board in Buncombe County, North Carolina, voted to require masks indoors and on buses. In Ohio, a school superintendent there told the Washington Post that he knew of colleagues who had hired armed security guards to protect their homes because they feared retribution over school COVID safety measures. And maybe you understand my absolute cynicism where it concerns our doing anything to stop global warming. It's not going to happen. If these fuckers don't have the common sense or the desire to protect the lives of their own children during the fourth surge of this pandemic, then what would make us think that these same people would give a shit about people around the world or even people here in the United States that are going to fucking die, screaming from the heat, drowning in mudslides, being blown away by hurricanes because of global warming? Don't kid yourself. Protect yourself. Take care of yourself and yours. That's about the best you can hope for. You know it's coming. You may not be alive when it comes. I know I probably will not be. But think of your children. Jesus Christ. In Florida, back to that shithole of a state, the governor there has tried to prevent local school officials from requiring masks for students. Back on July 30th, this crazy bastard issued an executive order giving parents, not school districts, parents, the right to ultimately decide whether their children wear masks in the classroom. Well, you know what I say to that? That is horseshit. That is horseshit. Parents that don't want to mask up their children or get to send them to the classroom, educate them at home, you son of a bitches. What about the children? Oh, your precious little Johnny can't wear a mask. Why is that? Well, fuck your little precious Johnny. Keep him home and educate him, because your little precious Johnny, if he develops COVID-19 and comes to a class maskless, he's going to infect other kids, some of whom might die. You crazy bitches, keep your children home if you don't want them masked in school. You want to impose your will on everybody else. But you are so quick to grab your gun or your Bible and start shouting and farting and wheezing when somebody wants to protect the rest of the classroom against your little Johnny, who just might be sick. God damn these people. And then DeSantis, to show just absolutely how crazed he really is. He says that the Centers for Disease Control, the CDC's guidance, which recommends universal masking inside K through 12 schools, DeSantis says that science, quote, lacks a well-grounded scientific justification, end quote. Oh my God. Oh my God. And then some crazy Christian fascist bitch named Christine Pushaw, who works for DeSantis, said on Twitter, quote, there are no plans to cut funding for kids and teachers, only possible penalties for those officials who make the decision to violate the rules, end quote. The rules being, don't order masking in the classrooms. Don't protect the lives of your children. Don't base your decision on scientific research. Do be a dumb fuck who voted for DeSantis and now stands there and cheers when he says There'll be no mask mandates. Yeah, I know. I'm using the F word a lot. Well. Hi, Truth Seekers. Mike Malloy here. As you know, we've switched formats and are now broadcast exclusively on the Progressive Voices Network. So that means you get fewer program interruptions, no corporate commercials, and lots of profanity. But our format change also means some of our radio listeners no longer hear the program. It's been a while since I mentioned our podcasts, so you may have forgotten that there is a way to listen to this program anytime you need a good dose of screaming. Visit MikeMalloy.com and subscribe to our podcast. As a podcast subscriber, you can download the program to your mobile device and take me with you wherever you go. And if you have a friend who needs a dose of truth-seeking, you can give a gift subscription as well. That's MikeMalloy.com, and never miss a minute of the uncensored fun and frivolity.